Today I am sharing a 20-minute practice on the chair yoga, especially for someone with persistent pain. And this protocol, the sequence that I will be teaching you today, is a protocol, a sequence that I've taught for years when I worked at a chronic pain rehab center here in the Bay Area. And this little snippet is what I've been using for years in that center and have a lot of good successes. And so this is something that you can adapt for yourself on the days that maybe it's just really hard to get on the floor, or maybe right now you are still struggling to find a comfortable position when you are on the mat or on the floor. And the chair is a wonderful tool and wonderful prop that you can use. And today's sequence, I will show you, you will be able to get a lot of benefits of it as well. So what you need today is, of course, a chair. I have one set up, and the light might be a little weird. This is morning time. The light is coming through my window right now, so hopefully this will work out well. So let's get started. Go ahead and grab yourself a chair. Today is chair yoga for persistent pain. All right, so get settled in your chair. Looks nice. You're gonna have your back all the way against the chair. Now, if you have one of those chairs that dips back, you know, those bucket seats, mine is okay. It's pretty level, but there's some chairs where it's like your knees are all the way up here. Go ahead and grab yourself a pillow or a blanket to kind of give yourself some support from the hips up so that your hips are a little bit more elevated than your knees, or at least having them kind of parallel to one another. You can also place a pillow. I don't have one with me right now, but place a pillow at your back so that when you lean back, you don't have this gap, and when you lean back, you can actually still maintain a straight spine. And you can see with my chair, when I lean back, I'm kind of slumping a little bit, or I'm leaning a little bit too far back. So I always encourage using anything that you can find around your house to just give yourself some lumbar support, lower back support to keep your spine tall and straight. So I'm going to turn myself back to the center now. I'm going to give you a few more moments to get yourself situated, but once you have done so, lean into the back of the chair so that your hips are all the way against the back. Again, make sure you have a pillow or a blanket or something to give yourself a lumbar support so that when you lean back, you're not actually slumping back. Now place your feet on the floor. Just kind of wherever is most comfortable. You can have your feet just slightly wider than your knees. And rest your hands on your thighs. Feel free to close your eyes if you like, or soften your gaze downward. So that the idea is to start to draw your awareness and your focus away from what's going on around you to what's going on inside. And check in with your body, taking an inventory of what's going on. Any sensations, whether good or painful, helpful sensations or non-helpful sensations, physical sensations and emotional sensations. Take an inventory of all of that today. And if there are uncomfortable sensations, just make a mental note of it. There's no need to be alarmed as of now. Just make a mental note so that you have that note in your awareness as you progress with this practice. Because this practice is for you, and if you do feel any discomfort and any pain at any point in any of the things we do, you have the right to stop. You do not have to push through. You do not have to make it to completion or perfection. There is no perfect in our yoga practice today. You do what you can, and I will also provide a lot of modifications and adaptations for you this morning. Go ahead and take another deep breath in through your nose. And as you exhale, make an audible sigh. And take a deep breath in through your nose. Another audible sigh. And one more like that. In through your nose. And an audible sigh. Now breathing in and out through your nose. On your next exhale, soften the skin through your face and jaw. The next exhale, soften the skin through your neck and shoulders, as if your arms and shoulders are draping down by your side like clothes coming off a hanger. The next exhale, soften down through your spine and lower back, as if there's a waterfall cascading down the length and spectrum of your spine, pulling into your hips. The next exhale, soften through the creases of your hips. And the next exhale, soften through your feet so that you feel a little bit more of the weight of your legs and feet into the earth. And bring your hands together and rub them to generate some warmth and heat between your palms. And once they're warm, I'd like you to bring your hands over your head, like so, and make a little tent-like figure with your hands and fingers, and rub and scrub through your entire head as if you're washing your hair. Now, if you have one arm or shoulder that doesn't want to go up this high, just use your other arm. Or if your arm and shoulder can't quite hold itself this high, you can just let yourself roll the shoulders a few times as you continue with some more scrubbing through the head for those who can. Okay, so the idea of scrubbing your head, or if someone's nearby, I can have someone else scrub your head for you. But the idea of scrubbing the skin on your scalp is that the tension from the neck and shoulders do connect all the way around the skin and the muscles and connective tissues of your skull, so that sometimes when you feel tension through your neck and shoulders, and that's why you feel that tension headache arising, or when you feel that it's like as if your head is being squished in, and that's all the tensions that's coming from the neck and shoulders. So scrubbing through provides a nice massage and just kind of let it soften a little bit through the skin and connective tissue here. Again, if you can't quite reach high up to your head, you can roll the shoulders. Okay, so rolling the shoulders will also help soften any tension that you're carrying or you've been carrying through the neck, upper back, and shoulders. Okay, one more breath, whether you're doing this or rolling your shoulders. And as you exhale, bring your hands back down by your laps and go ahead and take a deep breath in. Exhaling through your nose. Good. I'm going to ask you now to sit a little bit more forward towards the front end of your chair, and that your feet are planted about hip distance apart, and you're using a little bit of your abdominal strength and core strength to keep your spine lifted and elevated. So at any point, if you do need to rest and take a break and lean back into the chair, please do so and take care of your body. But when you do so, make sure you have your hips snuggled all the way to the back so that you're not just kind of slumping back into, and you want the hips and the whole spine to be supported. So we will stay here for a few minutes. If you can, using a little bit of abdominal strength to keep that support. Again, take care of your body and scoot back as needed. So once you're here, I'd like you to bring your hands over your heart, just over your chest bone. Relax your shoulders down by either side. Take a breath in, lifting your chest up into your hands. And as you exhale, tilt your body slightly out to your right side. And then inhale, bring yourself back to center. Exhale, tilt to the other side. Inhale back to center. And exhale, leaning out to your right side. Okay, so continue doing this on your own. And you get to decide how far you want to bend over. You should feel a gentle stretch through the side of your body into your waist. If it feels intense, back off a little bit. You never want to push into the pain. As one of my teacher always says, don't poke the porcupine. Don't push into the porcupine. Back away and lean over just enough so that you feel some stretch, but before you feel the onset of that pain. Okay, I'm going to do one more time each side. So inhale, you come back to center. And then exhale, lean out. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, you lean out. Inhale, come back to the middle. And then exhale, relax your hands down. All right, we'll take a break. So go ahead and scoot your hips all the way back onto the back of the chair. You can let your back rest into the back seat of the chair or into the pillow, any support that you have. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And exhale, audible sigh. Take another deep breath in. And exhale, an audible sigh. And do a few more breaths and take an inventory of your body again. Check in. Did that movement hurt? Was that helpful? Or was that movement non-helpful? Okay, so a lot of times with persistent pain, it feels as if everything or anytime you move in any direction, everything hurts. But we want to start to decipher what actually is hurting and what is sensation due to the movement. Okay, and when we can start to pace ourselves enough that we learn how to move just enough and stop right before the pain, we're actually retraining the nervous system to trust us in the movement and actually not always send this red alert, red flag signal of pain, 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 okay? So this is kind of a nervous system and brain wire remapping as well. So go slowly, pace yourself. You will not be able to do things as you used to be able to do, okay? So this is definitely a learning process of patience and a learning process of being more aware of where your body can go today, and it might be different every day. All right, so now take your right arm out to the side, and as you exhale, I'm going to gently tip your head over towards your left shoulder. And then inhale, come back up to the middle. And exhale, bring your hand back in. Okay, we're going to repeat that movement 3 more times. Bring your arm out to the side, reaching down as if you're going to hold on to something. And just gently tilt your head over like you're pouring tea out of your ear. Again, just going far enough that you feel that stretch the neck, but not so much you push into the pain. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, release. 2 more times. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, pour your tea out through the ear. Inhale, come back. And exhale, bring it in. Last time, inhale. Reaching down, exhale, tilting over, pouring tea. Inhale, come back up to center. And exhale, come back down. Good. Pause here. Notice what changed between your left and right side. Okay, maybe you feel some more space and openness in that shoulder that we just stretched. Now let's switch sides. So now you're in your left arm or whatever your second side is. And then exhale, tilt your ear over the opposite shoulder so your head is tilting away from this extended arm. And inhale, come back up to the middle. And exhale, bring your arm back in. 3 more times like this. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, release back. Good. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, gently tilt your head over like you're pouring tea, pouring water out of your ear hole. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, release. Last one. Inhale, bring your arm out. Exhale, tilt over. Inhale, bring your head back in. And exhale, hand back onto your laps. Again, take a deep breath in. Exhale and release. Take an inventory again. Notice what's happening on that shoulder that you just stretched. Was that helpful? Was that not helpful? Your sides will feel different, especially if you have been using one side more than the other, if your pain is more on one side. So just pacing yourself and noticing what feels different or the same on either side of your shoulder and what can be adjusted the next time. Maybe one side you need to back off way, way, way more, okay? So just starting to kind of take these mental notes for yourself, taking an inventory objectively. Not that you're saying, oh, this is my bad shoulder. I'm not going to be able to do this as much as my good shoulder ever. Okay, just notice it objectively, like you're just noticing and looking at somebody else moving. Try not to bring the emotions in, just look at your body objectively. All right, now we're going to move forward again to the front end of the chair. And feet planted again on the floor. Bring your hands over your heart, chest bone. Inhale, gently lift your chest bone up into your hands. This time I'm going to go for a turn. So as you exhale, I'm going to turn to your left side. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, turn to your right side. Inhale, back to center. And I'm going to continue rotating. Exhale, turn. Okay, so notice that, make sure that you're just turning from your waist. I'm not turning my head, okay? Turn from your waist and rib cage. My head really pretty much stays at the same angle with my chest. Inhale back to center and exhale. You'll find that you may be using a little bit of abdominal strength and core muscles to help you turn. And again, turn just enough that you feel the effects, that you feel the work through your waist, but never push into the pain. Come back to center. We'll do one more time each side. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Exhale. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale. Inhale, come back to center. And now release both hands down. All right. I'm going to stay towards the front end of the chair and then bring the feet out a little wider so that your knees and feet are kind of spread apart. Okay. As you inhale, I'd like you to lift through the chest and draw your hands back onto your hips, shoulders back, and if it's accessible for you, you can gaze slightly upwards. If it brings tension in the neck and shoulders, just gaze forward. But I really want you to feel a slight stretch through the front of the body. And then when you exhale, slide your hands forward and tuck your chin down. You're going to round through your back a little bit. And I'll show you on this side here. Inhale, and slide your hands back. Let your chest lift and gaze slightly upwards if you can, or just gaze forward. And I'm hugging my shoulders back a little bit. And then exhale, hands forward, tuck the chin down towards your chest and slightly round. Again, move just enough that you're feeling the movement through the spine, but not so much that you're feeling any pain, okay? And try to see if it's sensation of the movement or is it really pain. So really try to inquire what's going on in the body. And if it really is pain, then definitely back off. Now, for some of you who may have had any spinal surgeries or any herniated discs, maybe one way feels easier than the other. So figure out, is it this way that feels a little easier? Or is it this way that feels easier? Okay? So if it's this way that feels easier, then definitely make use of that to lengthen. And then if going the other way hurts, just come back to the center. Same with this one. If this way feels easier for you to stretch than the other direction, then utilize this to stretch the back side of your body. And then when you inhale, you simply just come back to center. You don't have to lift and lengthen this way, okay? Only do the things that feel like it's right for your body. I'm going to do one more time. I'm going to demonstrate both, but do what you need to. If one way doesn't feel like it's helpful for you, just come back to center. And then exhale. And then come back to the middle, sitting tall. And then go ahead and scoot to the back of your chair again. Okay, I'm turning, but you don't have to turn. Scoot to the back of the chair again and let your back rest into the chair. Take a breath in and an audible sigh. And then take an inventory again. Scan through your body, track through the whole body to see what worked, didn't work, what was helpful, and what was not helpful. Good. Take another breath in. And exhale. All right. We'll do one more thing here. We're going to link some movements together, a series of movements together. And for this, you will need to sit forward again towards the front end of the chair and with your feet and knees a little bit further apart. Hands on your thighs to start. And when you inhale, bring your arms out to the side, just to a height that's comfortable, okay? So if it's here, it's here. 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 Or if it's here, then it's here. Just sweep your arms out enough that you feel this openness through the chest, but make sure you're not bumping into the pain. So sweep your arms out upwards to a height that's comfortable. I'm just going to stay here today. So inhaling here. And as I exhale, place the hands to the thighs. And bend forward from the hips and tilting your body just a tiny amount, especially this first round. And then inhale, come back to center. Exhale, hands onto your heart. Inhale, lift through your chest. Exhale, lean out to your right side. Inhale, come back to the center. So all these movements we've done before. Exhale, turn to the left or lean to the left. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, rest your hands down. Okay, I'm going to do that again. Inhale, sweep your arms out to a comfortable height. Exhale, bring your hands to your thighs and lean forward, bending from your hips. You can lean into your hands a little to support your body. Slightly draw low belly in here, navel into your spine. And then inhale, push back up. Exhale, bring your hands onto your chest. Inhale, lifting your chest up into your heart or into your hands. Exhale, turn to your left side. And inhale, come back to center. Exhale, turn to your right side. And inhale, come back to center. Exhale, rest your hands back down. Okay, we'll do that one more time. Inhale, bring your arms out and upwards to a comfortable height. Exhale, hands onto your thighs. Lean forward. You'll feel some weight into your legs and feet, and then inhale, push into your legs and arms to bring yourself back up. Exhale, hands onto your chest. Inhale, lift your chest upwards into your hands, and then let that continue to rise up so you start to stretch the front of your body. So very similar to what we did before where we're pulling back, okay? So you're kind of lifting and lengthening through the front of your body. Now, again, go only just as far as comfortable. Don't push into the pain. And if you just lift half an inch, that's perfect. All right, one more breath in. And then exhale. You're going to go the other way, caving slightly in. Chin down to the chest. And then inhale, come back up to the middle. And then exhale, bring your hands onto your lap. Step your feet together, and then you can scoot all the way to the back side of your chair again. Lean into the seat, and then rest your hands down. Okay, so that was kind of like, if you're familiar with yoga, that's kind of like a sun salutation, adaptive sun salutation for chair yoga with persistent pain. Now again, we're going to take a moment, take an inventory. Someone with persistent pain is very important to always pause between movements to check in, making sure that you're not pushing past the point of what your body can handle, but also wanting to just kind of test that edge enough that you start to bring more mobilization and bring more awareness to different areas of your body, but without inducing any pain. So like I said, it is a brain remapping and brain rewiring when we do little movements like this to help kind of get over our brain's alert of danger, 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 that everything's going to hurt, that everything is dangerous. You got to start to discern the differences between what is safe and safe to move into and what is not. And when you have that discernment, you have more control and more power over your body and over your pain. So hands down to your thighs. Go ahead and take another deep breath in through your nose. And exhale. Deep breath in through your nose. And exhale. Last one, deep breath in. Exhale. Good. So that's our chair yoga practice today. Chair yoga adapted for persistent pain. This is the protocol that I've used for years in a chronic pain rehabilitation center. They have a functional restoration program there. I was very honored to be a staff there, be a teacher there. And that was actually what got me into the path of yoga therapy and pursuing more training in this aspect. So feel free to share this. I'll probably going to download this and upload it to YouTube at some point this week. So feel free to share once it comes out. I'll post it in the group, Yoga for Pain and Fatigue. And if you know anybody who can benefit with practices like this that's adaptive for them, for whatever pain they have, whether that's persistent pain or autoimmune related pain, or even chronic fatigue. This is all my specialty. And I know how lonely and how isolated that can feel when your doctors are saying that you need to exercise and you can do some yoga, but then all the yoga options or exercise options out there leave you with more pain and more fatigue. And I just want to provide that support for everyone out there. So if you know somebody like that and who could use this community support and also resources that's adapted more for them, please invite them in. One more thing is that tomorrow, Friday, March 20th at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I will be teaching a full 75-minute yoga therapy for a stress management class on Zoom. So if you are interested, either DM me or send me an email. If you have my email, actually that's elaineyogatherapy@gmail.com, or you can DM me on Instagram or Facebook, whatever way works for you, and then I'll send you more details for that. That's Friday, tomorrow at 4 p.m. PST, a 75-minute yoga therapy for a stress management class. Okay, more to come this week and next week on adapting practices for persistent pain and more chair yoga practices like this as well. So stay tuned inside this Facebook group. And I will see you when I see you next time. Hope everyone is staying safe, healthy, and well. Okay, bye everyone.